G'day guys, Steve Morgan here for Fishing Monthly magazines, reporting on one of our year-long product tests that we love doing in the magazine. We do it with tackle, we sometimes do it with boats, and in this case we've done it with an outboard motor. Now the boat we have here today is the Fishing Monthly bass boat. It's an 18-footer, it's around 10 years old, the hull, and this is around the third motor that we've had on it. Previously it had a Mercury Pro XS, but this one now we've had for a year, a Mercury L4 Verado 150 horsepower. The Merc 150 is a 4-cylinder platform and it's 1.7 litres. It's a 4-stroke, and with such a small capacity, it's got a supercharger on it to get it up and out of the water. So on Fishing Monthly boats, we've had all types of motors over the years. We've had Mercury's, Yamahas, Suzuki's, we've had the whole gamut. And usually we pick a motor which is fit for purpose. This bass boat suits the 4-cylinder supercharged 4-stroke. We like a bit of top speed out of this boat. With this motor it tops out at around 100 kilometres an hour. But the other thing that I like in this boat is I need the ability to go slow for long distances. Through ABT, this boat goes to all of the Brim tournaments, nearly all over Australia. We don't take it to WA, but it does all of the East Coast tournaments. In some of those arenas, it's just as important to go slow easily as it is to go fast. In those situations, I love the digital throttle on this thing. I can hit a button and I can switch between my digital hot foot and my digital throttle, which means I can set that boat at 4 or 6 knots or whatever the legislated speed is, and I can get on with just steering the boat, checking my maps, running my sounder. I don't have to sit there managing with my foot that speed that I'm going the whole time and worrying about it. In previous boats, I've had a Mercury Pro XS on here, but it's had the wired hot foot in there. And in that case, if your foot's not on holding it, it's just going to go back to idle. So what I used to do is I had a broomstick that I'd shove in there that was cut the right length to go that certain speed. It was agricultural, it got the job done, but this 4-stroke Verado does the job so much better. Now we all remember that line in the castle, there's only one thing better than the Serenity, that's the sound of a 2-stroke going flat out. Well, there's only one thing better than the sound of a 4-stroke, and that's a 4-stroke with a supercharger. So on the weighbridge, this boat comes in at a little bit over 1.6 tonnes on the trailer, which means on the water there's well over a tonne of fiberglass and boat to push around. So you'd expect it wouldn't have fantastic economy, but the 4-stroke in the Verado is not too bad if you drive it properly. If I drive this thing at wide open throttle as fast as I can, at around 100 kilometres an hour, I get around 1.3 kilometres per litre of fuel burned. But if I come off that and sit between 4,000 and 5,000 RPM, that economy nearly doubles. I can sit on around 2 to 2.4 kilometres per litre burned, and for a big boat, that's pretty good. With the supercharger on the motor, you might think you have to run it on premium fuel the whole time. That's not the case. Standard unleaded, without the ethanol in it, will run this L4 just fine. Now, like all boats, bass boats in particular are very sensitive about what prop you use. We went through 3 or 4 different propellers to go with this rig. We found the Mercury Trophy 25-inch 4-blade the best for this hull. So this motor now, I've had it for a bit over a year and I've done about 120 hours, and it's had its first 100-hour service, and of course no dramas with it at all. All Mercuries come with the 5-year warranty, which is a 3 plus 2-year warranty. If you get it serviced at a Mercury dealer, you get that full 5-year warranty out of it. Of course, no dramas with the first service at 100 hours. The motor's going just great. One of the other things I love is the Smartcraft Eco System on here. I've got 2 small Smartcraft gauges and I can toggle through all the different engine information that's fed out of this outboard. But if I wanted to, I could get a black box and I could show all of that information on my 12-inch Lowrance or any of these big multifunction displays that take that NEMA feed. So that's enough of me talking about it. Let's get this Verado on the water and let me show you just how it performs.